Hello, hello, everyone. Happy Sunday and happy 1st of September. Let's see. Hello, hello. I will just wait just a few minutes so that my special guest can hop on. Hi, everybody. Good evening. Happy Sunday. How's everybody doing today? First day of September. Hey everyone. Let's see. Just waiting for two of my very good friends to hop on. They will be joining me tonight in our live. And this is to kickstart Life Insurance Awareness Month, which is the month of September. So we're really, really excited. Super informal. We just want to have a conversation with everyone. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to, type a question in the chat or private message us. Let's see. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. Great friends, one of our guests tonight. Let's get him hopped on here on our live. Hey, Calvin, how are you? Let's see, and I'm waiting for Wilicia. I would just want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Kicking off Life Insurance Awareness Month. Let's see, and I think my other special guest is about to hop on. There she is. Let's see. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Hello, hi Wilicia.
Hi.
How's everybody doing tonight? Happy Sunday.
Good.
Good, that's awesome. Calvin, can you hear us?
I can hear him.
So, first of all, thank you for hopping on tonight. We are kicking off Life Insurance Awareness Month, and I know that Calvin is trying to get his sound up and running. But so I have two of my wonderful friends and business partners, also financial professionals, joining me tonight. And to kick off Life Insurance Awareness Month, we'll be talking a little bit about what is life insurance and why do you need it? Something a lot of people don't talk about, and it's something very, very important. Let's see if Calvin was able to get his sound going.
No. No here.
Sounds good. He's going to hop off and then hop back on. And what do we say? What is the saying, Wilicia?
We pivot.
That's right. That's right. So we'll give Calvin just a few minutes to hop back on and get his sound going. But again, today is September the 1st. We are kicking off Life Insurance Awareness Month. And please, if you have any questions, just type them in the comment section or feel free to private message us. We are here to help you with any of your questions. It's super informal, so please chime in if you can. Let's see. And I guess what we'll do, Alicia, is while Calvin is trying to get back on and get his sound up and running, give us a little bit of background on you and why you came into the financial industry.
Okay. I'd love to. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
But real talk, the dishwasher is going, so that's why I'm asking. No, we can't hear you. Calvin.
And no worries, Wilicia. It's super informal. It's a Sunday night.
Okay.
People are barbecuing. People are hanging out with their families.
Yes, they are. Okay, cool. So, a little bit about me. That's kind of hard to do. I always say to make a long story short, like it's just hard. But I will say what led me to come into the financial industry, insurance, was just knowing more about what it could do for me. I mean, not on the selfish side of things.
Right.
And what I mean by that, I just felt like there was so much unknown about the financial industry. And so it was more like curiosity. And then once I really got to know, like, oh my gosh, all of the benefits that were attainable, because I think, and I'm speaking for people I've met, think that things are unattainable when it comes to finances. It's kind of like, oh, I don't know, that seems like it's unreachable, or that's kind of hard for me, or I don't belong in that scenario. Like, I don't deserve this, or that's for other people. But for me, when I learned about the possibilities that I could have with insurance in the financial industry, and just being able to take advantage of all of the financial products, that became like, I want to learn more. I want to jump on board with this.
Hmm.
So hopefully that answers your question.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. And we don't panic. We pivot. Let's see. Calvin, can you hear us? Let's.
Yes, we still cannot hear him.
Hmm. I wonder why.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
Hey, Lacey.
Hi, everyone. Again, we want to thank everyone for hopping on. We wanted to kick off Life Insurance Awareness Month. It's the month of September. Today is September 1st, of course. And we want to keep it really basic. We just, are here to answer any questions that you all might have about life insurance, and why it's a necessity. Just as having insurance on your vehicle or having health insurance, right, Wilicia? It's something so important, and I think it's a little taboo in a lot of cultures. We don't like to talk about death. But now, just as everything has evolved, we used to go to Blockbuster to
Mm.
rent movies for movie night. Now it's like Netflix, and before it was taxis, right? And now it's Uber, DoorDash for deliveries. And so life insurance has really evolved and changed. It's not only a death benefit that you leave behind to your loved ones. It's also, they come with living benefits, critical illness, chronic illness, terminal illness, and these policies are structured to pay out if you are diagnosed with any of these types of illnesses, because we understand that when you are suffering a type of illness, then obviously your financial needs take a really, really big hit. So this is something that has changed, and we're really excited about those changes. And for those of you that aren't too familiar with what life insurance is, it's basically a contract between the policyholder, let's say like myself, with an insurance company that pays out the death benefit when I pass away. And again, remember that your beneficiaries it's very important for you to have all of that in place, and to get together with your agent and make sure that you review coverages on a yearly basis. Life happens, things change, and it's always a good idea to ensure that we're up to date with the coverages that we need. And life insurance is not only for adults, it's also for children, right, Wilicia? There is a cost, unfortunately, and there's policies that actually accumulate cash value that can be used in the future, for financial necessities. But what are your thoughts on that, Wilicia? How important do you feel, life insurance is for. Oops, Wilicia just hopped off. That's okay. It's Instagram, it's social media. I'm sure she'll hop back on. But anyway, I'll keep going. And I did a little bit of research, and it was really interesting because according to USA Today, over 100 million Americans have either no life insurance or they don't have enough coverage. And I was actually shocked when I was reading those statistics. Also, 44% of women are less likely to either have any life insurance or to even have enough coverage compared to men. So I thought that was really interesting. Another fact, according to USA Today, was people that come from lower income households are less likely to have the coverage that they need. And I think that a misconception that a lot of us have is that, sorry, I'm trying to get Wilicia back on, is a lot of misconception is that life insurance is really expensive. And it's actually not. And again, how life insurance has changed and evolved. We have carriers, we can get you approved in less than 15 minutes, again, with living benefits, whatever your needs are. We are here to tailor the policies to your needs. And so we got Wilicia back, and I think Calvin is still trying to get his sound up and running, but that's okay.
All right.
So yeah, Wilicia, I was just telling our viewers that, the statistics on how over 100 million Americans either don't have life insurance or don't have the coverage that they need, so that in the situation that they were to pass, that their loved ones that they leave behind would be at least financially secure for at least 6 months to a year, after they pass away. Can you hear me, Wilicia? I think there's like internet problems. That's okay. So yeah, another statistic was that baby boomers, 27% are more likely to not have enough coverage, while 27% are more likely to have enough coverage. Those are the baby boomers. Compared to Gen X, they are least likely to have enough life insurance, which would also, again, these statistics just blow me away, now that I am in the financial industry and knowing the importance of life insurance. Sorry, trying to get Wilicia back on board. And actually, I have a personal story to go along with, with the life insurance. Hi, Wilicia, welcome back. I was just talking about a story. We have a very close family friend, and his sister passed away. She was in her early 40s, left behind 2 children. She had no life insurance. Their whole world has been turned upside down, from funeral costs, from debt that the sister had. She was in another state, so the family here where I live down south had to, it was an expense to go up there, start planning funeral, expenses. And then the 2 children, it's the devastation that this family went through, because unfortunately she did not have life insurance coverage, has just rocked the whole family. They were having to, obviously, GoFundMe is pretty popular. And again, life insurance is a lot more affordable than what people think. And we're here, we represent many different companies. So we're here to provide the coverage and the policy that suits your needs. Right, Wilicia? So what are your thoughts on all of that?
Oh, wow. I do know that, like you mentioned before, life insurance has evolved. So, a lot of those carriers out there, they are aware of the importance of families having coverage, and so they have made it more affordable. Um, so it really is a matter of checking your options, what's within your budget, and thinking, and us as agents, being able to customize, the need versus what's out there, so that in the case of an emergency or, an unfortunate loss of life, those expenses that are going to come
Right.
are going to be or taken care of. And so it reduces that burden
Right.
on me. And, it's so worth it. Now, I did want to share a little bit about something that's close to my heart when it comes to insurance. And to be honest with you, when I got into the industry, I really didn't connect the dots. But what I'd like to share is, my mother died when I was young. I was 6 years old. And so, fortunately, after talking with my father, years into adulthood, I realized that life insurance played a part in the stability of our
Mhm.
home. And when my father, my mother, she had kids already. Now, I don't know her financial situation at that time, but he shared with me that he had insurance, and then when they got married, he got more insurance. So, but I'm going to fast forward this story to a couple of years ago. My sister had mentioned to me that um, if it wasn't for my dad, let's just say, I mean, these are her words. She said, if it wasn't for my dad, things would have been different in her life. Now, that could mean a lot of things, but I think that just goes to say, if it wasn't for life insurance, because I don't know the dynamics before my dad came along, but I do believe that made an impact. You know, I have no doubt. So um, I can confidently say that it definitely played a part, like I said, in the stability of our home.
Right, right. Can you imagine it's such a tragic loss, right? And then um, at times you're just, the grief is just overwhelming. The last thing you're thinking about are your finances, but unfortunately your finances don't stop when the loved one is no longer with us, and it all goes by so quick, funeral plans, and then the expense, and I know that we're in different states, but the last I checked here down South Texas where I'm at, it was from $7,000, the like a cremation, the most simplest of services. It can range up to 15,000 or more than 15,000. And a lot of us just don't have that sort of money sitting in a bank, in a savings account. A lot of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, which is extremely difficult. For just a small monthly premium, the change that the impact, right, to families. I know that Tashuma, one of our wonderful viewers, has a question, and he's like, "What is your favorite memory from being able to help a family?" And thanks for your question, Tashuma. I know that the story that I had a while ago, there's that family situation of having to bear the burden of the expenses from the trauma of losing their sister from one day to the next. They actually met with me a couple of days after, and they had no life insurance, and they were like, "Melanie, we can't go through this again. We need some sort of coverage." And even the parents, which were in their late 70s, did not have any coverage at all. And we were able to secure final expense policies for the parents, and get a policy for the brother, which was still a little bit younger in age. that's accumulating cash value, and with the living benefits.
Hmm.
So it's just a dramatic difference, the families are grieving as it is. So I see Calvin was able to hop back on. Calvin, no?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear
Yeah.
you.
Here
All right, everybody say
we
hi to
go, baby.
Calvin.
There we go.
He's a
CT3's in the building
CT
out here getting it in when nobody else is looking, but they looking. No. What's up?
CT3 is in the house, and
What
another
is
great
going
friend
on?
of mine, financial professional. We are great friends and business partners, and yeah, well, welcome, Calvin. So we're here, kicking off
Hey,
September
we
1st.
don't. Hey, we don't panic. We pivot.
That's right. That's
So
right.
I had to restart. I had to restart my phone. Just excited, man. Just excited to be here. It's a great month. The first of the month. It's the first of the month. Wake
That's
up, wake
right.
up, wake up, wake up. Hey, Life Insurance Awareness Month. Hey, let's go. Let's get it. I
Let's
mean, I'm
go.
sorry. I bring the energy. I bring the energy, and I bring the energy,
Bring it.
and we
That's
live.
right.
So I'm out here with family, talking life insurance, talking about finance, everything. So let's get it. Let's get it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I was just going through the comments, Calvin, and answering how what some of our personal stories have been and how life insurance has impacted the lives of those
Yes.
families, whether they had life insurance or not. So, I know that you've gone through a lot recently,
Yes.
a
Yes.
lot with your family. So, why don't you share some stories with
Yeah.
us?
Yeah. Yeah. First and foremost, hey, y'all know me, CT3 in the building. I said it already, but I'm gonna say it again. Uh, originally from St. Louis, Missouri, Show Me State. Hey, we show everybody everything. But yeah, I did, Melanie. Thank you for that warm introduction. Wilicia, what's up? I know you in that Boston area on that East Coast representing. And so it hit personal, with the life insurance, and we do have life insurance, and I'll explain that to you later. But yeah, my auntie passed away just recently, and she didn't have enough life insurance, and family members were asking, "Hey, can you help me out? Can you help me out?" But you know, I've been in the business look like about 2 years in this industry, in this life insurance, and doing this, but I've been in finance since 2004, before the market crashed. But it's going through that personally with my aunt not having enough insurance to cover the celebration of her life just recently. And family members coming asking for money, man. So the importance of having a life insurance is taking that burden off your family and friends, and going through that, because that's supposed to be a time where you celebrate. You're gonna mourn, you're gonna miss them and things of that nature, but you don't need that extra worry
Right.
on top of it. So that's what we offer, this great product. And just I'm passionate about it. And you see what these two ladies, and I see JR hopped on. This is a great guy out of California, my brother from another mother. Just that's what we so passionate about it. That's what we started the first of the month off. Just hey, kicking it off. Hey, life insurance awareness month. This is like something that you need to know, something you need to know about, and you need to have.
Word.
Just all this stuff. So just that's just one of my stories. I can go on, but I know we got some more topics that we're gonna touch base on just recent. So I mean, I'm just excited about just sharing this and hey, spreading it to the world.
Thanks, Calvin. And I'd love to welcome JR, one of our partners in business, one of our mentors. He is one of our awesome coaches. And I know that a little bit earlier, JR commented like it is crazy that some people have insurance on their cell phone, on just little things. I'm not saying our cell phones are small, we can't live without them, right? But insurance on our life that is so impactful to our families and to us if we do get ill. JR, so welcome.
Hey guys, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Hi.
Yes.
Loud
Hear you.
All
and
right.
clear.
Yeah, hey, this is awesome, guys. And it's so important what you guys are doing, um, talking about life insurance awareness month, spreading awareness. And, it's true. People will insure their car, their phone, their house, all important. But what about your income? What about yourself? What happens to your family if you go away, right? And that's going to happen. That's the thing. That's virtual guarantee. You, me, everybody here, everybody watching, everybody at some point will no longer be here. So that's a virtual guarantee. Yet people are walking around without any life insurance. So GoFundMe is not a life
Yeah.
insurance policy. I have personally seen both sides of the story where somebody passes away and there's no life insurance, and that's personal. That's with my parents, right? Uh, then I've had friends where parents did pass away and they had life insurance and they were able to go to college. They were able to pay their bills. They were able to mourn them and not like stress financially. And it's an important thing. And we're all licensed agents here. We all believe in what we're doing, and I believe that we can really make a difference in this world. Think about the generational wealth that we can help people pass along, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
GoFundMe ain't gonna
Totally
do
agree.
that.
Totally agree.
That's
Totally
right.
agree.
That's right.
So yeah, it's super excited to be here. We having conversation. That's all we doing. Having conversation and share, and spreading awareness about the life insurance. And one thing that I do always tell people, and I ask them this question, and I asked JR. I said, man, hey, JR, how you doing today? Boom, boom, small talk. Hey, we may talk about life insurance. I said, do you have life insurance or you do have death insurance? Which one do you have?
Uh,
And then they say, oh
what do you
man,
mean?
I got life insurance. I say, oh, okay, cool. I say, so if something happens to you tomorrow, not that you're passing away, but something happens to you tomorrow, maybe you get sick, maybe you get hospitalized or something like that, and you unable to work, can you touch your policy? And they say no. I say, wow. I tell you, so you call that life insurance? You call that death insurance? I mean, I don't bite my tongue, and you guys know this. But I just bring awareness to them is because you're paying for something, and some policies out here, I'm not, you know, saying that hey, as long as you got something, but it's some policies out here that don't have so-called living benefits, which we'll go into further detail as the month goes on. But to briefly explain, a policy that you purchased, that you pay for monthly, if you get diagnosed with something or come up with an illness, you have living benefits to pay those expenses. So you have that worry, or have not that worry to worry about, when you're living. And I say, hey man, you got death insurance of life. And they say, oh man, I realize now that I have death insurance, but you can't use it till you're dead. But you won't be here to use it because you're gone. I mean, I hate to say
Mhm.
it, but it's gonna like JR said, it's gonna be a time that's gonna come, it's gonna happen. But I just ask that question to certain people, just to get them aware of what do you really have. And
Right.
it's just, it's just hitting them in the gut, hitting them in the gut, and just we setting them up with the right policies and everything. So, I'm just excited about it. Jr. Melanie, Wilicia, hey we on here live. Like I said again, we live. More to come. But Melanie, I wanna ask you a quick question, Melanie. What
Okay.
what what made you like decide on getting licensed to offer life insurance? Like, what was the reasoning behind it? I don't know if you said it earlier because I was muted, but I couldn't really. Just a question, just a quick question.
I didn't say it earlier, and
Okay.
I was hesitant. My husband has been in the financial industry for some time, and I come from a school district environment administration, and I was just afraid to take that leap. But I honestly, I did get tired of corporate world. Working the 8 to 5. At my age, I wanted something with more flexibility, and it has nothing to do with the income. It's just living life on my terms, being able to spend time with my loved ones. And something that's always been so important to me is helping families.
Okay.
It doesn't matter, when I was in the school district at administration, the gratification that I would get from, assisting the parents helping the students, welcoming the new teachers. It's just a gratification that's deep inside that you can't even explain. And so being able to educate people on the importance of life insurance, and any other products out there, you know, helping them with their retirement planning, savings for their children. It's just, I wish I would have done this earlier, but it's never too late to start.
Right.
And I'm super excited because I work with an amazing group of people, super
Right.
supportive. You know, I couldn't have asked for anything better than what we have, you know, now. So
Okay.
that's really my
Awesome.
why, you know.
Awesome. Hey, that's awesome. And just wanted to go around the the panel and ask that question. I asked a similar question. What's up, Joe Kramer? I see Joe Kramer, Chelsea, Laura. We just shouting out people, but I would go to ladies. Wilicia, you first on like what real quick on like why life insurance or um, why is it so important for people to get a policy, to have one?
Well, let's see, a little bit earlier I mentioned, but
Okay, you
you know,
did it too.
I'll sum it up. But I'd always been a little interested in the financial industry, but when I really got a little deeper look into what the financial industry could offer, not necessarily financially, like for me to benefit, but the added benefits that people don't know about, like living benefits, what we can take advantage of now while we're living. Also, like the cash growth, and it's just opened up opportunities. Like, oh my gosh, all of these benefits beyond life insurance, that we can take advantage of. And so I saw it also as an opportunity to share with others financial literacy. And like Melanie said, helping families. And that's huge to me. So,
Awesome, awesome,
yep.
awesome, awesome. Appreciate that. Appreciate that answer. I'm gonna lead it to the champion, Jr. Successful entrepreneur. He was successful in his career before, and I mean, just amazing, amazing gentleman. Great story. You're hear his story soon, but just Jr. You know what? You know not took you away from your job employment to come into this industry, but what made that decision, or what was that, oh man, that moment when you say, oh man, life insurance, or the financial literacy, everything, what made you choose to come into this industry?
Hmm. That's a good question. And can I be real?
Be
we
Let me
we
real.
talk
be
real.
real, okay? I'm going to be
We
real.
talk real.
I got in for the money. If I'm going to be real,
Be real.
it's financial industry. It's we're working with people. We're helping them secure their futures, helping protect them from market losses, helping them get tax-free advantages. All good stuff, but we get compensated well for it too. So I was in a industry, commercial flooring. I still am, um, commercial flooring industry, where we had great clients, probably a lot of clients you guys have heard of, and it's hard to get passionate about that, right? What kind of there's a phrase, make a dent on this earth. What kind of dent was I making in that? I make sure that the floors look great. Yeah, I mean that's important, sure, for the employees and for the company, but what am I doing here? Like, well, what kind of contribution am I making, right? So that's why I started to buy more into our crusade and our mission, right? Initially, it was for the financial gain. I'm not going to lie. My wife, let's backtrack all the way to the beginning. My wife and I, we live in the Bay Area. At that time, we had 4 kids. We have 5 now. And our 10-year-old son, this is almost 8 years ago, was only 2. And my wife was working very hard and spending more time with her coworkers, who, if any moms are out there, anybody relates to this, spending more time with her coworkers than she was with our 2-year-old son. and I know that was breaking her heart. So she wanted to work from home. She wanted to look for an opportunity where, she could spend some time with her son. We're not stressing about money. I'm sure people have heard how expensive it is to live in the Bay Area. And kind of like everybody's on that hamster wheel, right? You're just sort of running and running and running, not getting ahead, rinse and repeat, go to work, go home, pray for the weekend. Sunday, you kind of get that feeling in the pit of your stomach, right? That, oh man, I got to go to work tomorrow. Oh crap, I don't even want to look at my email. Maybe save your vacation. So, you go on that vacation, you get 2 weeks of freedom supposedly, but then you're looking at and this is me, maybe not everybody else, but while you're on vacation, you're already watching what you're spending. And then towards the end of your vacation, you're getting the sticker shock. Not only are you getting sticker shock from the vacation, but you're like dreading that I got to go to work next week.
Yep.
Right.
That was life. And it's crazy. People will start on that in their 20s. And if you just ask them and you tell them, hey, this is your next 40 years, or their 30s, your next 30 years of life. How is that? I don't know. That my wife and I'm blessed that she's a dreamer, that we both believe, we're both in tune, that we think there's more to that. Like we should be spending more time with our kids. We should have more freedom to be with each other. And we were blessed to become part of this industry, and we were taught to dream again. We were taught that, hey, you know what? If you work hard and you help enough people, either your clients or your teammates, then you can have that life. And I've seen it, I've tasted it. It's there, it's real, and and the great thing is that we can do that by helping people.
Right.
Right. We have had to pay out benefits, right? And usually when you're paying out benefits in our industry, that means something has happened. Somebody's gotten sick, somebody's passed away. And we had good stories where clients have been able to pull out of their accounts for cash for money purposes. That's a good thing. But also we've had incidents where people had to take advantage of the benefits that they're paying for, right?
Right.
And I hope with my team and with our team and what we're doing this month is we're just having conversations like this and talking about stories, talking about different things. Like I just met with a lady the other day, and with Wilicia, and some people just don't know what they have. She has the policy that she was signed up to a 10-year policy. That's why people got to understand what they have.
Yes.
She was signed up for a 10-year policy, a lot of life insurance. She had a lot of life insurance, but a 10-year policy, and she got it when she was 49 years old. And I had to have the tough conversation. Unless you plan on dying in the next 6 years, not only is this going to go away, but if you want to renew it, it's going to be super expensive, right?
Yeah.
So she's got options that we can help her with right now, but people got to listen, right? That's why we just want to spread that awareness, and that initially, yes. And if anybody's out there and you want to make, you want to supplement what you're already doing, or you want to, eventually replace what you're doing, right? Then reach out. Yeah, add to it, replace whatever you want to do. Then reach out. It's a great industry to be in. We're licensed to do what we do. So there's a lot of compliance that we go through, but it's very, very legitimate, and we help people, right? So I don't know if that's a long answer to an easy question, but
that's
mainly
a great answer. That's a great
we
answer.
wanted to make some extra money to supplement our income.
That's
and it's
right.
Awesome.
this whole journey of
That's right. And helping families in return. And I just wanted to let our audience know that we will be going live every single day with different topics. So tune in. I know that tomorrow morning I'll be going live on TikTok, but I'm thinking of probably hopping back on Instagram and going live and discussing what we discussed on TikTok. And tomorrow our topic will be the different types of life insurance policies. There are several options out there. And again, they can be tailored to your needs.
Yes.
And there are a couple of questions that I just wanted to throw out there for our audience also. If you have any of these questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We are here to help you. We will gladly give you a complimentary consultation, a complimentary quote. Whatever your questions are, please just reach out to us. If you're curious as far as how much coverage you need, whether you should get a term life or a permanent life policy, and if you don't know the difference, we'll be live tomorrow going over those, the difference of those two types of policies. What are you looking at paying as a premium for certain types of policies?
Yeah.
And what are optional coverages? Again, life insurance has changed so much. And now there's riders, there's living benefits, there's just so many options that we can choose from to tailor what your needs are specifically.
Yeah.
So yeah, anybody else want to add anything?
Alicia, you got anything?
Hmm. Nothing to add. I'll come back to you. Right now, I'm good. Great. I love that we're doing this, and I hope that we can encourage people to come on. And if they're like, "Oh, I don't know about my questions," I hope they reach out to us.
Yeah,
Don't
just
be. That's what we're here
right,
for.
right, right, right. And let's just just on the conversation we had just yesterday. And I don't know if y'all watch movies, but I'm a movie guy. I'm a movie guy. Remember the movie Life?
Yes.
Remember the movie Life?
This is the one with
And I
Eddie Murphy
always
and Martin Lawrence.
Eddie. There you go, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence. When he say the upper room, I mean we go into the upper room, but what about this room downstairs? Let's protect
That's right.
this room downstairs before you go to the upper room. I'm just saying,
Yep.
protect this downstairs room before you go to the upper room. You know. So I quote movies and say that, but it's just in the reality of talking about life insurance, most people think about death or whatever the case, but it's like, man, we got it while you can use it while you're living,
Yes.
and creating a retirement maybe. I don't want to, emergency expense, just in case something happen. If you want to, your car breaks down or anything of that nature. So you're basically putting into a policy that's creating an asset, which life insurance is an asset, not a liability. And some people don't get that. And we'll talk more and more about it. But I just like to put little things in your head so the next time you're like, hey man, I know you said something about life insurance as an asset. Well, I can answer that question, in the future. But just putting little things on your head so you can be aware of it, because that builds your net worth up. And some people think of it as a liability, but it's an asset because hey, if you get $1 million policy, you're worth $1 million. I'm just saying.
Can you imagine that
And
though?
it can go higher.
Let's
Right.
backtrack on
Go
that.
ahead,
Backtrack
JR.
on that. Backtrack. If you have $1 million policy, and God forbid it, something happens and you're no longer here, just imagine, what does $1 million do for your kids, your wife, your husband, your mother, your father, and
Yeah.
sometimes there's as cheap as 30, $40 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Instant, we call it an immediate estate,
There you go.
It's life
Yeah.
changing,
right?
life changing.
That would be Mike. Like, I lost both my parents. We did, and I know that's not, no shade on them. They didn't have people like us telling them how, when they were young and able to get healthy enough to get approved, nobody
Right.
was knocking on their door. That's what I love about our company and our people, is we're grassroots. We knock on doors.
Right.
We spread the word.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I think that
Oh no,
was
you're good. Oh, that was
that's
hey,
that's
great,
that's
great.
real.
I almost dropped the
That's
mic.
real. And if you know and you study, and we've been in here long enough, that's how wealthy people stay wealthy. That's how wealthy
There
families
you go.
stay wealthy. Read what the Rockefellers do. They sustain their wealth
Yep.
through life insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Every time in these wealthy families, imagine if there's $1 million on every person in your family, $1 million in coverage. Imagine that. And because wealthy people, they don't think about today. They don't think about next year. They think about generations, right? They
Mm-hmm.
think about generations down the line. What will my family name look like when I'm no longer here? Well,
Yep.
if you put $1 million life insurance policy on everybody in your family, and as time goes, we will go to heaven, right? And that $1 million gets transferred into your generations, into your estate, into your family name. That's what we
Yes,
do,
sir.
right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So,
sir.
and man, I love that we're spreading this
Yeah.
awareness because it's like I said, man, I want to make a dent on this earth when I'm no longer here. Imagine if I just help one family, and we've helped
Mm-hmm.
hundreds of families, but I'm just one family. Breadwinner
Yes.
passes away, $1 million goes to the kids. Have I helped that family? Have I helped their generations, the grandkids to come? Yeah, I believe I
Yes.
have.
Yep.
I believe I have. So
Yep.
hopefully, when you reach the
Awesome.
pearly gates, that you get some kudo points, some brownie points. I know I did that, but I also
Right.
did this. I also did this. I know. Hopefully,
Right.
that balances it out.
And you're really like
Right.
never too young or never too old to get a policy. I mean,
Yeah.
I just added a policy and for myself, and I'm 54, and I was like, I'm really old. Like nobody's gonna want to, insure me. I got quick
Man.
$400,000, so I know that my family will be okay. If something happens to me. And again, if I'm diagnosed with living benefits, and we'll have another
Yeah.
session on exactly what living benefits is, because that's new to a lot of people. But, if I
Yeah.
get ill with a critical, terminal, chronic illness, I will have money. They will pay out money so that my income will be supplemented. You have enough
Yeah.
worries
Y'all hear that
on
story?
yeah, like going through, I don't know, a certain illness, the last thing you need to worry about is how am I going to pay my bills, and the additional health expenses. So yeah, it's just,
One of the number
we
of
love
reasons
what
why
we do,
people go
guys.
bankrupt. One
Yeah.
Right.
of the
Right.
number of reasons
Right.
why people go bankrupt is hospital expenses.
Yeah. Or
Yep.
you'll lose your house. I mean, your vehicles, unfortunately, life goes on,
All that
after
retirement
we pass.
savings that you have,
Yep.
Yeah. All
all that
that.
retirement
Oh,
savings.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
And
man, we go,
we'll get
man.
in. We'll
Woo.
go deep. We'll go deep on the
Yeah.
statistics.
Hey,
We'll go
we
deep
go
into
get
the
it.
stats.
Man, we could
Yeah.
talk on this like forever, and we just want to get on here on Sunday, the first of the month, and just bring a little bit of awareness. Just
Yeah.
like they say, a little bit. You get 1% better a day, then 100 days you'll be 100% better. So
Yeah.
like I say, not better, but gooder.
Gooder. And
You'll get
I'll
gooder
be sharing
daily.
flyers with
Yeah,
all of our our community, our followers on the different social platforms, letting you all know what time we'll be on, because our goal is to hop on every single day. We're
yeah,
here for you. Any questions that you have, please don't hesitate to reach out to any of us.
yeah.
From our heart, we're here to answer any
Ooh.
questions or to help you all with whatever you need.
Okay. Calvin
See my
Blue.
light? You see my lights? You see my lights?
Yep.
Nice. So how do they get a hold of us? Do they just click on your?
They can go to our social media page and then just send us a private message, or I'll have the
Yeah,
live saved and I can go back to the comments, and if you have any questions, just private message us.
yeah,
I know on my page I have my email, and if I'm not mistaken, I have my phone number, and if you'd like
yeah,
to talk to JR, Wilicia, or
yeah,
Calvin, you all reach out to me and I will
yeah.
gladly provide their contact
DM
information for you all.
Yeah. Yeah, DM us, follow, if you're following us, DM us. Hey, let's set up a free financial review. Hey, it's free, no charge. Hey, we looking out for everybody. Let's do it, man. Let's just make people aware of what we have going on and what people need, what people want, really.
Yeah.
But some people are afraid of.
Yep.
Some people are afraid of. But we finna get you unscared. That's for sure. Hey, you hear that St. Louis accent though, like you know you do that right there. Hey,
Good.
I'm sorry, I'm silly,
Salute.
I'm silly.
He was barbecuing and having a good
Hey,
old time.
hey,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm with family barbecuing, enjoying the day, But hey, we gotta bring awareness to everybody. And I
Yeah.
just talked to a family member now, and he's like, "Man, I got a CPA that was just talking to somebody that needed a policy." I said, "Yes, refer them to me. and I will give you a referral. He's like, oh, really? I say the CPA has a book of business already, so he can be. I'm going. Well, yeah, I ain't gonna. I don't want to spill all the beans, Jr. But we got some stuff cooking over here with grease.
Let's go.
Great.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's great.
So it's all good. So yeah, man, we
Anything
don't
else,
want to keep too much of
guys,
your
before
time.
we wrap
Yeah,
it
you
up?
got good.
I'm good. We got
Yes.
a whole month
Good.
of content that we'll be pushing out.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
excited. I'm
Yes.
excited. So we will see you all every single day. Again, reach out to us if you have any questions.
Yes. Yes. You have a good evening.
You all have
Good
a good
night.
night.
All right. Good
Y'all
night,
be
guys.
blessed.
Thanks, guys, for hopping on. Thank you.
Thanks for hopping on,
Bye,
everybody. We'll be
everybody.
back.
Thank you all for hopping on.
Peace.